Muy bien, pues para toda la banda de 89.7 FM, el día de hoy espero que hayan practicado su inglés porque estamos nada más y nada menos que con Johnny Orlando. How's up?
What's up? How's
How you doing?
I'm good.
How's
How
your
are you?
Spanish?
Terrible.
Terrible, right?
I would love to learn though.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. But you need to learn some things, but we'll get into that
Okay.
in a while. You're here in Mexico City for the first time. Tell us about, you're doing a concert in a couple of days, so that's great. Tell me about that.
I'm so excited. I've never done a show in Mexico either. So
All right.
yeah, so this is gonna be the first time, and I'm always interested because like country to country, like the fans are different, the energy's different.
Yeah.
Like in Europe, it's always amazing. Every show, everybody goes nuts. In Canada, it's always amazing. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see it.
What have you heard of Mexican fans? What have you heard? I mean, what does you people tell you? Oh, you have no idea. Mexico fans are? What did they tell you?
Well, crazy is usually the word, but in the best way possible.
In the best way possible.
Yeah.
Loads of artists come and say that Mexico fans are always like really warm, you know, because we love to make artists our own, so we like to like show them love and
of course.
it's like really make them like part of our family. So that's great. I know that you did a virtual show. What is it? 2 years ago? A year and a half.
Wow! Yeah.
I know
Oh
it
my
sounds
God.
far. It sounds far, but I think it was like 2 years ago, 2020 it was.
Yeah.
So loads of people was able to see you, like all around the world. Which ones were the countries that you said, oh, I had no idea people was gonna log in from that country?
There's a lot of countries in Asia that
All right.
It's crazy because I've never been there either for work. So. That was amazing, and just like worldwide, because the shows were like country specific, but it was more related to like the time zone.
Yeah.
So if you could be anywhere in the world and watch the show.
Yeah,
So
but probably there was people waking up or going to school.
exactly. People like skipping school.
Getting the sneak. Oh, I'm looking to Johnny Orlando right now, but I have class in like half an hour.
Yeah, it was amazing, I got to I did like virtual meet and greets as well.
Yeah.
So I met everybody from all over the world. There's a lot of like North America, Latin America, and like Asia, Europe. It was incredible. It was an amazing experience.
I'm sure. I was looking for, because it's been, I suppose, for you like really interesting coming up out of social media. Like now, I think it's great now because we meet loads of people that has come out of social media, but then jumping to doing the live shows and jumping from being behind a camera and then doing shows. I'm sure it was great, and then going back because of the pandemic to the virtuality. How was that?
I mean, it wasn't a huge difference for me because like most of my like daily work is on the internet.
Yeah.
So like the only stuff that was different was like I had to learn how to record all my own like vocals and stuff because I couldn't just like stop making music. And I had to learn how to like, we shot a music video in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Just like all on Zoom. And that
all
was
the interviews,
pretty weird.
All the interviews were in Zoom.
But like it was like low key so nice though, because I like wouldn't have pants on and I would be like in interviews for like 3 hours. And
Just
from like chilling.
like the waist to out.
Exactly.
Great. You could change even t-shirts in a minute.
Exactly.
I'll do a different wardrobe.
Exactly. And you know, like I'd do like phone interviews. I'd be like laying in my bed. Like it was. So that part was nice, but it's always better.
It's always better to be
do it in person.
I know. It's been next to next. It's always. I know it's more tiring, but it's. But it's always.
Yeah.
But for example, now that you're doing this concert in Mexico, we always talk about it. I mean, the virtual concerts and all of those were great because loads of people could see you, but you didn't have the energy of the people like yelling. Because you know, we're always saying that we're just vibrations. You know, and the people that shouts or screams at you or sings your song vibes with you. So I suppose that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, the virtual show was really fun, but that was the biggest difference. It just there wasn't the same energy because it was all pre-recorded and then aired at the time. So Yeah, I'm just excited to be back in the ring.
Back in the ring and all that stuff. Tell me of Mexico. What do you know about Mexico? Because for the people, I mean, I'm sure, there's going to be people here that who is Johnny Orlando?
Of course.
And I'm going to ask you about Canada, but what do you know about Mexico?
Listen, I would love to learn more. I'm probably...
Just a second. Are they coming for you?
Probably. Yeah.
Have you traveled in a helicopter?
I have.
What's it like?
It's really scary, to be honest. It's so scary because it's like so small. Also, the fact that there's no wings scare me because if the engine shuts off, you just
and you can know? and it's because the plane you're well seated, you feel nice the bell. But in here you can look and you can look down and it's pretty scary. But
spooky.
But you're not afraid of flying.
No, I love flying. I love heights.
All right. Have you done parachute?
No, I would love to. You know what? We should do it.
I've done it. Want to
go tomorrow?
Sorry?
Let's go tomorrow.
We can do it.
Okay.
If you want to. But the feeling is funny because once you jump, you don't feel the fall. Have they told you this?
Yeah,
you don't feel.
Once you hit
you just feel the air.
Yeah.
You don't feel the fall, which is weird.
Yeah, I guess so. Because once you hit your max speed,
exactly.
If you want to get physicsy, the force pulling you down is the same as the force pulling you up. Yeah.
But you like extreme things.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we were on the Mexico talk. What do you know?
Yeah.
What do you know about Mexico?
I would love to know more. Off the bat, I need like a prompt. I can't just like.
But have you heard of the pyramids?
Yeah, the Aztec pyramids. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you heard of? Oh, have you heard about the food? What have you heard about the food?
So I went to school in LA, and there was always
went to school in LA.
Yeah, for a couple of years, and there was always.
I thought you were full Canadian. Full Canadian.
I'm a bit of a fake Canadian at this point. I say some words very American-like.
Okay.
And weirds my friends out in Canada, but I went to school in LA, and there was a Mexican taco truck.
Yeah.
That pulled up every day, and so every day we would have. There was I forget what it was called, but it was like a bag of things, and you put
a bag like a bag of chips,
like kind of like a bag of chips, but you put a bunch of spices in it, and it was so good.
Right. We have these ones called I'm pretty sure it's not the same name, but like dorilocos or something like that, which is a bag of chips, and they put like cream and they put like
it's like red stuff.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. That was the first time I've ever had that.
I went to LA, I think it was like a month ago, and I went to San Diego, and I love burritos. They're so different from Mexico.
I'm sure.
I mean,
I'm sure.
Tell me about Canadian food. What do you have over there?
We have no culture, so it's different.
You do have loads of culture. You do.
But like our culture is that we don't really have culture.
Okay.
To an extent, like if you're, obviously that's a very broad, generalized statement. Like. For me, as like a European Canadian, like I'm like British, Ukrainian, and Italian. Like all of my culture is like Italian. That's
okay.
But there isn't really like the Canadian culture is like skating on the ice in the winter and like Tim Hortons but
I heard you're a big fan of hockey.
I am. But in Mexico, there's thousands of years of history and Canada just hasn't.
Yeah, but we don't have ice.
You don't have ice.
We don't have ice.
But I always love going to different places and learning the history and the culture and seeing like the Universal Building is like
Did you like this?
It's like beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's like a label office. So
and I think you'll see lots of buildings around because Mexico City it's like a collage, and it has so many different things from different like cultures because we were also a colony and Spain colony and all that stuff. So we have like loads of types. And that will bring me to something that I think it's interesting. You're saying about all the mix that you have being born, raised there. How does that influence your music?
There's a big hip hop scene in Toronto for sure, and there's like Toronto rappers that are like very very Toronto specific. Like I'll show like my friends in LA like the song Canada Goose, for example, which is like a legendary song in Canada.
But you were popular for that because you would say I know these artists that you don't know, so I'll show you this one.
Yeah, and there's so many, and they all have like funky names too, like like K Money.
Okay.
Like, what else? But and like Houdini and stuff. Like, it's just like very, very different type of rap. But so that's like there's this big hip hop scene,
right.
And you know, of course, like Drake and like Bieber and The Weeknd and Mendez. Those are all like inspirations for me because they're
Prince.
Like, he's not Canadian, is he?
No, he's not Canadian. But I was talking about the music. Like Prince is a big influence.
Oh, absolutely. He's a big influence on like The Weeknd, for example. Like you can draw comparisons, and like the Canadian music scene is just like so crazy these days. There's so many huge artists, so definitely an inspiration for me. And there's a lot of culture in the music scene.
So that's great. Yeah, I think when it's great to see. We always talk that when you put out a song, it's so funny seeing what people does with it. Because sometimes you think, oh, I'm gonna make this song because I feel like this or I want to say this, but then it comes out and it becomes a great hit on TikTok, which was great. That was great. I just love the videos of people doing crazy thing with that song. That was amazing. How was that?
It's really cool. You know, this is the thing about music, because I can say whatever I want, and I can, you know, put any meaning I want behind it. But at the end of the day, people are going to interpret it how they want to. Yeah. So I think that's part of the beauty of music. I love how people apply it to their own lives and what they think. But you know, once I put it out in the world, it's their song. It's not mine anymore.
It's what they can do, and it's great that in the end, it goes to make them feel good, make them feel happy. I think we need that so much at this time,
for sure.
And it's great to hear people, because I've heard they've said to you that your music is helping me. It made me feel better. So I'm sure that getting that impact, it's amazing.
For sure, so absolutely.
That's great. Good luck. Thank you very much for being with us. Good luck on the concert. It's
so
in a couple of days. And so the best luck. Have fun with the fans, with the Mexican fans. You're going to have a blast, you too, so I'm sure about that. And we'll check on the parachute thing.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. All right, para la gente de 89.7 FM, Johnny Orlando. Yeah.